Robots took my podcast, man.
Did you ever make anything happen? Anything you couldn't explain? You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what? Dear Mr. Potter, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
In a few moments, you will pass through these doors and join your classmates.
Good afternoon, class. Welcome to your first flying lesson. Stick your right hand over the broom and say up.
Wow.
Mr. Longbottom, Mr. Longbottom, Mr. Longbottom, exactly where do you think you're going?
Do you really have the scar? Wicked.
Mr. Potter, our new celebrity.
First years should note that the Dark Forest is strictly forbidden, that no magic's to be used between the classes in the corridors.
Petrificus totalis.
The third floor corridor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to suffer a most painful death.
Throw in the dungeon! Understand this, Harry, because it's very important. Not all wizards are good.
I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed. Or worse, expelled. She needs to sort out her priorities.
I think it is clear that we can expect great things from you.
Jordan, you mustn't venture out after the podcaster's stone. Though it grants its bearer 1 million likes and subscribes, an eternal ad sponsorship. But that is way too dangerous for you. Only a fool... Hey, Jordan, where are you going? Jordan, where are you going?
No. I'm here. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to our podcast. The robots took my podcast. I am Jordan.
And I'm Anthony.
Okay, so you had me pick these movies last episode to talk about out of 3 movies from 2001 that spawned a franchise.
Yeah, you chose from one of, I think, like 5 movies, really. This is the year 2026 as we're recording this, and 25 years ago, there were a number of movies that launched massive franchises. This is Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring was the first one. Then Shrek, Monsters, Inc., and Ocean's 11 all came out the year 2001, including the movie that you chose. And what movie was that, Jordan?
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, otherwise known as Harry Potter Book 1.
Also known as Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in England.
What?
Right?
Why would they confuse us like that? Dang.
Because America, because we gotta have our own title to things, you know?
Okay, so I thought this was going to be a movie about, a lonely middle-aged pottery salesman widower who lives in Italy and is looking for love. But no, Harry Potter is not about that.
No.
It's about much more than that.
Far much more than that. In fact, so much more. It's not even like that at all, Jordan.
So much magic. Yes. But no, it's about an 11-year-old boy with a Beatles haircut who goes to Hogwarts to learn how to be a wizard.
Exactly. And like you mentioned, there were some books about it. It was quite a big deal. J.K. Rowling wrote a whole series. And so, Jordan, why did you pick this film?
I hadn't really seen it all the way through, ever. I had one girlfriend that liked this movie, and I sat and watched like the first few minutes until I passed out almost.
Hold on a second. You had a girlfriend? Wait a minute.
Yeah, that was before I was married.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, anyway.
But yeah, I had never really watched a Harry Potter movie all the way through. It was kind of between this one and Shrek, because I'd never really seen a Shrek movie all the way through.
Really?
But yeah, I'd never really watched a Harry Potter movie. I wanted to know what the magic was about. I wanted to know what butterbeer tastes like, even though it doesn't come up in this movie apparently yet. Anyway.
No. Well, yeah, maybe we'll see if the magic is there, Jordan. So Warner Brothers produced this film, We've got the 25th anniversary of Harry Potter this year. It's fortuitous that you picked this movie, and I think there's a new show coming out on HBO this year. Not a plug. HBO, give us money.
Give us money, please. But yeah, that was actually coincidental. I did not predict it. And of course, yeah, it has its Universal Studios rides.
Yeah.
At the Florida and the Hollywood location of this.
Kind of a big deal, this Harry Potter. This pottery salesman, you say.
This pottery salesman in Italy, he's kind of a big deal.
So anyway, Warner Brothers produced this film. Jordan, it's directed by Sir Christopher Columbus. Actually, we're dealing with some real sirs in this movie. So no, just Christopher Columbus. And who on earth is Christopher Columbus, Jordan?
I mean, he started out writing a little movie called Gremlins with Steven Spielberg producing it.
Never. No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Joe Dante directing it, and he did a movie called Home Alone with a little Macaulay Culkin. He directed it, and he did another movie called Adventures in Babysitting with Elizabeth Shue and Keith Coogan and Anthony Rapp when they were all younger. Yeah, I mean, list goes on. This doesn't ring a bell, Anthony? No?
No.
Home Alone 2, Lost in the Yonkers?
Yeah.
Lost in New York. I just made that part up.
Yonkers. Yeah, Christopher Columbus, just a powerhouse of filmmaking. I mean, even directed Percy Jackson, just started another franchise there.
And even, I couldn't believe this. I missed him when they shot the Dallas reboot at the bar I used to work at in Dallas called Elbow Room, where they shot it. He was there directing that friggin' day, and I missed him completely because I had the night shift that day. I remember asking, like, who directed the daytime girl? Who directed? And she was like, Christopher something. And then I later IMDb'd it, and I'm like, Chris Columbus did the Dallas reboot? This guy just doesn't not work, I guess. He works all the damn times, wisely.
So we were robbed of an embarrassing fanboy story from Jordan in which Christopher Columbus says, I gotta go at the end of it. So
yes, that's true.
Just kidding.
Oh, here's the name. Dropped it.
So who did the music for this fine film?
Oh my God, the great Sir John Williams. Oh my God. Star Wars, Superman. Man, and I will say his music really adds a lot to this movie. It just gives it character like all John Williams scores do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like another character in the movie. It gives it gravitas. It gives it credence. It gives it color, more color, adds to the color, adds to the visual. Anyway, John Williams. Yeah.
It's like a warm blanket around this film.
It really is.
I honestly think it's one of his better scores. And that's saying a lot.
It's a magical sounding kind of score. Very epic.
Yeah.
You would expect nothing more from John Williams, though, right? I mean, that's the music of our childhood right there, John Williams.
Yeah. So since Jordan has been living in a castle dungeon for all these many years and has not seen this film, we're going to get an interesting first-timer perspective here. So I'm really interested to hear what you think about this as we go along.
Yes, I'm sorry. I've been on the other side of the mirror this whole time. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So actually, my wife and I went through and watched the entire series at the end of last year. So, I mean, we saw it last year, and then I've seen it once before, I think. I saw the first couple of movies, I think, but then caught up on all the rest. So this is the first time I've seen it in, I don't know, 3-4 months. But I did notice something this time. Jordan, this seems to like follow a lot of the beats of the classic hero's journey, the Joseph Campbell hero's journey. And can you tell everybody out there?
Absolutely.
What is the hero's journey?
You're referring to Joseph Campbell's A Hero with 1,000 Faces kind of thing. That was one of his books too. But hero's journey is very simple. The archetype of the story being the hero, the protagonist leaves home. They long to leave home, in fact, in the beginning. And then they go into another world where they meet new friends. And they meet new friends. They meet mentors as well who guide them along the way. And they have a big adventure where they grow stronger and they learn something about themselves. But then they end up returning home at the end of the journey as kind of a conclusion. Am I getting that right?
Yes.
That is the archetype of the Joseph Campbell's A Hero's Journey, essentially, which all Hollywood executives now know, apparently, to this day. since 1980, Anthony.
Yeah, it is a classic archetype of a story. And as I was watching this, I wouldn't say to a fault, but you could tell the steps of the hero's journey here, and I'll recount them as we go along. But I was just like, bam, bam, bam. And I really wasn't necessarily a proponent of that theory.
It hits all the beats, as you're saying.
Almost all the beats. I mean, it's not, there's variations within the whole hero's journey because not every story is exactly the same. But
True,
yeah,
true.
They follow the same basic movements in the cycle. And so this does that. And I was like, oh man, almost shockingly so. And I guess that's, I don't know if that's rolling because I think the movie tracks the book pretty closely, or if it's just intuitive.
Yeah.
Or if it's like the producers were like, look, we need this, 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 and this. And they literally have like a board on the walls, so like script writers, here's what we're doing right here. Act 3, we need this. Act 2, we need this, blah, blah, blah.
You're right, though. It does hit all the points, the beats of a hero's journey. You're
Yes.
exactly right. The leaving home, the journey, the getting to, and then the leaving, and then the going back to home in some sort of way. But basically, this was all because of Star Wars.
Yes, it was.
And Joseph Campbell contacting George Lucas after Star Wars and going, man, you hit all the beats.
Well, Star Wars was a bit derivative. I mean,
it's just a dumb movie that follows the hero's journey. Yes.
But anyways, okay. So Jordan, let's jump right into this.
This movie's 2.5 hours long, folks.
Yeah. 2.5 hours long of fun. Some people say not long enough, Jordan.
Yeah, I could see that.
But let's see. Let's see. That's why they're making a TV show that's covering this same book in a whole season.
And even one movie spinoff that they were going to try to spawn into another franchise with Eddie Redmayne, was it?
Yeah. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, no, it's not Fantastic Bees, Jordan. It's not like a hipster beeswax hair care product.
That was just me just slurring. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. But Jordan, how does this movie begin?
I hate the way this movie begins.
Ooh.
Man, I actually, coming to this is new to me. So this was depressing to me that Harry's origins are he's living under a staircase with his rich aunt and uncle and his cousin in this house. And he's just basically kind of schlepped to the side, so to speak, and I mean, I record my podcast under a staircase, but that's because it's the only space in the house that I can soundproof. Okay. But I'm not living in here. Well, not yet, at least. But
if your wife has anything to do with it, you will be.
If my wife has anything to do with it, maybe. But yeah, this is really depressing. I did not know about this part of the movie, Anthony. And my God, I'm just waiting for the movie to start, the movie to get going, so Harry can get out of this situation, Anthony.
It's really brutal, and in the later movies, his aunt and uncle don't get any nicer. I mean, they play it for laughs, but it's Dickinsonian.
Harry Potter's an orphan, essentially.
Yeah. Harry Potter's an orphan, but so he is dropped off by some folks we'll meet later, some wizards here, on the steps, like you mentioned, of his aunt and uncle, his mom's sister. But in the hero's journey, you sort of have the unassumed hero beginning from a lowly place.
Right.
And this is basically the Moses story.
Yeah. Moses was a slave. Well, he began as the child of a slave, but then he was adopted by Egyptian royalty, basically.
Yeah. And so we have 3 people off the bat. Albus Dumbledore, played by Richard Harris.
Sir Richard Harris, man.
Well, he's not technically a sir. He's an Irishman.
No.
But yes, we are knighting him.
We know him from that darn song MacArthur Park, which was featured in one movie we talked about, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, sang in a sing by Bob Goulet. But yeah, that was a big song in 1969, sang by Richard Harris, about a cake that could never be made again because it got rained on. I mean, talk about depressing. I'm sorry. Anyway, enough about that. Anyway.
Yeah,
Richard
and I mean, he was in many
great actor,
things.
though. Nevertheless.
Man Called Horse, Gladiator.
He was in Gladiator the previous year.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Just
playing Marcus Aurelius.
And so and also with Dame Maggie Smith, the great one as well.
Just an acting powerhouse in this movie.
Yeah. And she plays Professor Minerva McGonagall, who, we will see throughout the film. And Robbie Coltrane, the great one. Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah.
Everything. As Rubus Hagrid, who who will be a big fixture in Harry's life here. And they drop the young baby Moses in swaddling clothes off on the doorstep. Then we flash forward to, terrible parenting. Aunt and uncle are cruel. They take his chubby, spoiled cousin to the zoo, Jordan. And then what happens at the zoo?
When they're looking at the snake exhibit, the snake starts to talk to Harry. And Harry's like, "You hear me talking?" And the snake's like, "Yes, I do." And this is where Harry's already discovering the magic he has within him, I guess. And he is looking at his evil cousin who's a dick. He's a spoiled dick. And yeah, he kind of halfway wishes for the glass to disappear and vanish. And it does. And his cousin falls in there with this giant ass boa, I guess, whatever it is. Giant snake, this anaconda. The anaconda, though, decides that this is his escape route, so he escapes.
Yeah.
And then the glass seals up by itself, and his cousin's trapped behind the glass. And Harry's just laughing the whole time, of course, because finally this kid who's been a dick this whole time gets his just dessert.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka style, but worse.
Yeah. And then we get our call to adventure, the next major phase of the story. Harry gets a letter from Hogwarts Academy, whatever that is, and owls are bringing this.
Not just one letter, multiple letters, because his a-hole of an uncle keeps destroying all of them, right? So more owls keep coming.
Anyway, so we got owls bringing these letters, and so many. And what does the uncle do with these?
He keeps tossing them into the fireplace and tearing them up constantly because he doesn't want Harry to see this, because he already knows something and he feels like he's doing the right thing in his own effed up mind, but he's not. He's denying Harry the magic. But yeah, they keep coming multiple, and finally we meet, was it Hagrid comes to the door himself?
Yeah. Well, so many letters come that they have to hide in some lighthouse in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, because there's a swarm of owls delivering letters constantly.
Yeah. It's like Alfred Hitchcock's The Owls. You know what I mean? It's scary.
Hello, I'm Alfred Hitchcock, and I want to tell you about how scary owls can be. Did you know that owls are not known as wise creatures? In fact, they are murderers.
And so anyway, so in this abandoned lighthouse in the middle of the night, Hagrid returns, and Hagrid's like a half giant. He's a big dude.
Yeah, this side of John Rhys Davies in Lord of the Rings, the other movie this year.
Anyway. Which we didn't pick. No,
which we didn't pick, yes.
I mean, given a choice between the two, Jordan, which would you rather have watched now that you've seen this?
Well, I had already seen Lord of the Rings, so multiple times. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is new experience.
No. I literally did want something new to talk about also.
Yeah. Okay. So then we get our meeting the mentor. Hagrid comes.
The hero's journey once again strikes.
He's like the groundskeeper at Hogwarts, gameskeeper, whatever. And he tells Harry that he's a wizard. Your parents were wizards too. You have this acceptance letter to this wizard academy. And your aunt knew, and she's a bitch, and she hid it out of jealousy. So we're going to take you away.
And your uncle, he's a dick.
Tells him a bunch of things he already knows. And your cousin's a pig. So then we get the departure, crossing the threshold between the normal world and the special world. Literally, Jordan, literally.
Oh, yeah. Is this are we skipping to the train station here?
Well, almost. Hagrid takes him to London, and they go into a tavern. Everyone knows Harry like he's a celebrity.
Yeah, Hagrid buys him a few drinks, even though he's 11, but yeah. No, just joking.
It's London, they have different drinking rules over there,
I mean, the drinking age is, like 16 there, so yeah, he's only a few years younger.
Hagrid's old school. That's why Harry likes Hagrid so much. He's like, here, have a shot of this.
Have a pint on me.
Then we meet Professor Quirrell, which we will meet again later. He's a professor at Hogwarts who teaches the Defense Against the Dark Arts class, which I failed and had to retake my first semester.
Really? You went to Hogwarts? Man.
I did. Well,
at 11 years old, too?
I went to Hogwarts Online University.
Oh, I didn't know they had an online course.
They do. It's not accredited.
Wow. I need to try that.
University of Southern Hogwarts.
Well, still, you must have learned something neat, even with the certificate.
I learned what a $250,000 student loan debt looks like.
Oh, damn. Oh, the college debt.
Oh, yeah.
Real thing.
So anyway, Hagrid takes him into, and here we're crossing the threshold. He knocks on this wall, and there's this magic doorway that opens into this very famous back alley where all the wizards buy their gear.
Oh,
it's called
Diagon
Alley. Mm-hmm.
Which they have replicas of at Universal in Florida, which you can experience. I'm sorry, free plug. I just want to go there. Just give me a free pass, please, guys, please.
You know, this reminded me of. It's like, do you remember Bedknobs and Broomsticks? And they go to
that old Disney movie with the Murder She Wrote herself, Angela.
Yeah,
Lansbury.
Angela Lansbury. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like this Diagon Alley and Portobello Road and all that. That just like, it just kind of calls back to me. I don't know. It seems like there's Harry Potter influences in that for some reason.
Interesting. Some people have said that John Wick, the Keanu Reeves movie, that like kind of steals from Harry Potter, the structure and everything, because he has to go to a bank and everything that's not official.
Yeah.
You know, all that kind of thing. Anyway.
Oh, shots fired. Okay.
Yeah. Fan conspiracy theories here.
Yeah. So anyway, they go to the street where you can buy all things magic. It's like a real life spirit Halloween store. And Hagrid takes him to the bank where his parents left a vault of gold coins.
Yeah, this bank, too, is nothing like you've ever been to, ever in your life, this bank.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been to a bank, Jordan. You need money to go to a bank. They can smell the broke on me. Yeah. And so, I mean, there's goblins working at the bank, and Hagrid goes to the secret vault and retrieves a mysterious item. Then Harry goes to a wand shop. The wand dealer, Garrick Ollivander, selects a special wand for him. Kind of like a lightsaber here, right?
Yeah, like the lightsaber at Disneyland kind of thing you can do now at the Star Wars thing, I guess.
Oh, you can go buy your own lightsaber?
We sound like a free ad for all these places now that are never going to pay us. But yeah, you can go build your own lightsaber at fucking Disneyland. I'm going to throw the fucking in there because they're not giving us any money. So
well, they're not going to give us money if you keep saying fucking, Jordan. Fucking Disneyland. What is like?
I'm sorry, beautiful Disneyland. Magical Disneyland.
Yeah, it's like, go get your pizza at fucking Papa John's. I mean, like, who? Papa John's isn't going to give us money. Come on now.
Yeah, I got that pizza at that fucking Papa Murphy's.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, friggin' I'm sorry. Friggin' Disneyland. Yeah, build your own lightsaber in the Star Wars land. Although this is before all that. So yeah, you get to pick your own wand.
Oh, that's fun.
How fun is that, though, picking your own wand?
Yeah.
Or they pick it for you.
And quiz time. Who plays the wand dealer, Jordan?
Wait, who is it? I'm sorry. Let me look it up. Let's see.
No, don't look it up. I hear you looking it up. You can't look it up.
Oh, okay.
No cheating at Hogwarts.
Okay, I give up. Who plays the wand dealer? I'm sorry.
John Hurt. Okay.
That John Hurt. I'm sorry. I knew that was John Hurt when I first saw him.
Yeah.
From Alien, yeah. From Crystal Skull, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Well, we won't hold that against him. I mean, come on now. The Elephant Man, Midnight Express.
Elephant Man, David Lynch directed. Man, he's just been... I mean, we're just only scratching the surface of his filmography.
Oh,
John
man.
Hurt was in everything even before this movie.
He was in Lord of the Rings, the cartoon, the Bakshi cartoon from back in the day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
There's a voice there. But I remember him as a kid from Jim Henson's Storyteller. He was the storyteller dude.
And it's funny, too. They had to age him. They put makeup on him in that even because he still looked too young to play the storyteller in that even.
Yeah. And now
I think is interesting.
Now he's old. Okay. So the wand that chose Harry was a sister wand belonging to he who shall not be named. And for somebody who shall not be named, they say his name a lot in these movies. But anyway, ominous foreshadowing. Jordan, what do you think of this so far?
So far I'm entertained, honestly, except for the depressing opening. No, so far I'm entertained. It's magical so far. Magical journey.
Well, I mean, yeah, and I mean, he starts low and it's very depressing, and you're like, man, I hope somebody rescues poor Harry from this because he's not a bad kid. He doesn't mean no harm to nobody.
I'm glad as long as the movie is, they don't dwell too long on that. At least we cut to the chase and we get him out of there.
Yeah. After about 35 minutes, we cut to the chase. Anyway, so then Hagrid tells Harry that The sister wand belonged to an evil wizard. So he who shall not be named is named in about 5 minutes. Voldemort, this evil wizard who amassed followers, killed his parents because they stood up to him. And they tried to kill Harry, but they couldn't.
Yeah.
He's the chosen one.
Right, back to The Golden Child, starring Eddie Murphy, 1986. Yes, the chosen one.
Yes. And so Hagrid takes Harry to a train station, Jordan, and what happens?
He gives him all of his luggage. He tells him to pay close attention, and he's got to go to the track 9 1/4, as opposed to just being simple 9 and 10 track. No. And then, he finally finds this one pillar that people are actually disappearing into, and he talks to the woman who's next to it. And she kind of guides him and says, yes, this is the way. And you just have to walk straight into that wall. Straight into that wall. Walk. And he finally does. And he walks on the other side. And he goes into a magical train from there.
Yeah.
Where all these other kids are going on their way to Hogwarts on this magical train.
Yeah. And Jordan, it's platform 9 3/4. Actually, it's platform 9 3/4, Jordan.
I knew I would mess that up. I'm sorry.
Only say that because somebody is going to blow up the comments, okay?
There are hardcore Harry Potter fans out there. They've read the books. They've seen the movies multiple times.
Yes.
Like more times than I've seen Lawrence of Arabia or The Godfather put together. Yes.
So anyway, speaking of that train to Hogwarts, the Hogwarts Express, I have been on that train. It's actually a real train in Scotland, the Jacobite train from Fort William to Malay.
Oh, the one that actually kind of they shot for exteriors at the entrance exit kind of thing.
Yeah, and there's a big viaduct that goes over, and
oh wow,
people will line up just to see the train go over this giant bridge. It's crazy, like hundreds and hundreds of people.
I love being a fan of trains, since my childhood. I think the train is really neat looking. I think it's a pretty train.
Yeah. And Misty, our friend who likes cars, you get a bonus train here. That's a GWR 4900 Class 5972 Olton Hall, 1937 was the year it was made.
We know Misty loves her trains.
She loves her trains. So then he meets stupid Ron Weasley, played by Rupert Grint, his best buddy, and know-it-all teacher's pet Hermione Granger, played by Miss Emma Watson.
Yeah. They were all new here and young here, and they had all these 7 movies in front. How many movies in front of them?
God, yeah, like 7 movies.
We were about to watch them grow up, apparently, right? Because I know that much about these movies.
Yeah, well, they're like 20 for the last 3 movies, it seems. Like Harry's got an apartment, he's got a job.
It's funny, it's like this is the model they use for Stranger Things later on.
How dare
the
you,
TV
Jordan.
show.
How dare
Stranger
you?
Things, like where we watch them age in front of us,
Yeah. Then we also meet eventually Draco Malfoy, played by Tom Felton, who's this entitled rich kid who's going to be Harry's nemesis throughout the series. And they finally get to Hogwarts, Jordan. And what is Hogwarts like?
Oh, it's this magical castle. There's floating candles, like just floating candles. I mean, and I read that was a practical effect that they did with the floating candles somehow.
Oh, really?
And yeah. I know there's a lot of CG in this movie, but there are some practical effects too. But it's a place where paintings move as you walk by them.
Yeah.
I mean, literally move, come to life like a movie,
Yeah.
And it's a magical place, Hogwarts here. The walls are alive in Hogwarts. Everything is full of magic. Perfect for a franchise that you're going to put in a park, in an amusement park later on.
We built these sets. We're going to use them, Jordan. You know what I mean? Hey.
We built this city. We built this city on Hogwarts magic.
And there's changing staircases and
staircases like right out of Doctor Strange later on that just shift and change.
And ghosts everywhere, which would freak me out, and endless basements, Jordan. Let me tell you how many hidden catacombs and basements and crypts and dungeons are below Hogwarts. There must be 15 levels under the floor, the ground floor.
I was only at Hogwarts when I was a kid there for only so long because I kept getting lost a lot with the stairs and the basements constantly, and there was no map and hardly any. God, dang, anybody to like just stop and ask directions for.
Yeah.
Not like the first day of junior high. No, I could at least stop a teacher. No, at Hogwarts, you're like, you look at the painting and you're asking like, hey, can you help me? Mr. Painting, can you come to life and help me? No, and the painting comes to life and not the way, but it's helpful.
No, the paintings are rarely helpful except when they are. And I tell you what, you know how buildings always have, especially schools have fire evacuation plans? Like what the hell happens if there's a fire? Yeah, there'd be like doorways disappearing and stairs moving.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be a nightmare. And as much shit goes down at Hogwarts, you would think they'd have a good evacuation plan.
There's no
right?
fire code evacuation at all here.
No.
I mean, where is it? I mean,
Yep.
Can you imagine fire code inspectors walking through Hogwarts?
They'd be like, no.
Excuse me. Can I have access to that room there? Now, this room is a problem here, and you also don't have a fire extinguisher placed outside this doorway with these stairs that shift. And also these stairs shifting is going to be a problem for evacuation. Let me just tell you something that. So I'm going to have to write you a fine for that, unfortunately. Yeah. Should I write this out to Hogwarts as fine? I'm sorry. But yeah.
So it's like, you can't go in this door. It's the door is it's secret. It's a secret room. Well, I'm going to need to go in there. I'm sorry.
Fire code. I'm going to need access to that door, you know. I've seen this before at just working at a restaurant before where fire code walks in and will write you all sorts of fines. So maybe Hogwarts didn't have to deal with that. Okay.
Yeah. Dumbledore is slipping a little something under the table to the Ministry of Magic or whatever just to keep Hogwarts open.
He must be bribing those fire code
None of this is up to code. You've got candles flying everywhere. None of this is up to code. So then the students must be sorted into one of 4 houses, and then there's a magical talking hat that chooses your house, Jordan.
Oh, yeah, this bit. Man, what a trip.
Yeah, the first time I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is this? What is going on here?
I know. It was like where I didn't think I did enough drugs, and I'm sorry.
The sorting hat's clearly doing drugs.
Yeah.
So it's this creepy sorting hat, which I kind of like.
It's like, dude. That hat is talking, man. It's talking to me, man.
And so it because Harry has courage and a desire to prove himself, and Harry's like, no Slytherin, not Slytherin, no whammies, no Slytherin. He says, Gryffindor.
The Slytherins and the Gryffindors, yes.
Yeah.
The 2 divisions, yes.
Yeah. And that's what happened to me. The sorting hat sent me to the University of South Hogwarts online unaccredited university. And I didn't graduate, but that's neither here nor there.
You'll get the online degree with the online wand of your choice.
And my wand broke when it broke in the mail. It was not the experience I was promised. The brochure and the webpage looked like really amazing. But
you got that stupid Bluetooth one. I'm sorry. So did I. I got the same thing. It didn't do a lot. Just you could point it at the app on the phone. Or...
I was learning freaking card tricks at the Southern Hogwarts online university, and we met Professor Snape, who's played by who, Jordan? We've talked about this gentleman before.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry. Who is this?
Jordan, this is low-hanging fruit.
Professor... Alan Rickman?
Alan Rickman, yes.
Oh, Alan Rickman, yes. Hello, Anthony and Jordan.
The return of Alan Rickman.
If Alan Rickman were here right now, yes.
So, Alan Rickman, what movie do we last talk about you in?
Oh, did you talk about that stupid, pathetic movie, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, where I wrote my own dialogue? Yes. I still haven't been paid for that movie. You know what? Fuck Morgan Creek Productions. May they rot in hell.
Oh, man, some salt there. Ooh.
James Robinson, cheap bastard. I'm sorry, Jordan. Wow, man, it's like Alan Rickman just came back. It must have been that device we had to contact for the dead from that one episode we did.
Yeah. Astral Chat. Gets
the
free
Astral
plug
Chat,
here.
yeah. The Astral Chat was just turned on accidentally. Whoa, that's wow.
Living or dead, you can contact Astral Chat.
I find your podcast boring and tedious. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Damn.
Hey.
Wow. I'm swooning, actually, honestly.
I mean, when you're dissed by an astral chat, a major celebrity like that, it's kind of like a compliment that they took the time.
Alan Rickman slamming us. I'm touched, kind of, in a way. I wouldn't want it any other way.
So anyway, Alan Rickman has a sharp dislike for Potter, and he is at his Alan Rickmaniest, isn't he, in this film?
Mr. Potter. Yes. Yeah, he is, man. Oh, yeah. He's icy cold here.
Yeah. So anyway, Harry reads in the paper that someone broke into the bank vault and stole something. That was Jordan Hagrid is the one who went in the vault and stole that thing. So we'll find out later what that is. And then they go to broom training.
The heist
in the hero's journey.
They left the scene out where the drill was going into the vault that was across the street from Hogwarts. Yeah. And the part where they put the picture over the surveillance camera at Hogwarts,
That actually happens in in Order of the Phoenix. Anyway, so then we go to broom training, and Madam Hooch, who is a terrible professor. Absolutely terrible.
Boy, she's mean. God, she's mean. This is outdated mean. I'm sorry. I know that's not a word, outdated mean, but this is outdated mean.
Yeah. Neville Longbottom gets hurt, and then she takes him to the infirmary, and then leaves kids unsupervised with flying brooms. Like, what do you expect to happen? Okay? Madam Hooch, I'm talking to you. What do you expect to happen? Like, is Dumbledore your uncle? Is this nepotism? How do you have this job?
She got the job. She was working at Dumbledore's daycare center where she was really mean and almost got the place shut down. So she ended up here as a teacher. Man, I'm just saying. I know things about this lady. I'm just saying, Anthony.
She has secrets.
Her record does speak for itself.
The Hogwarts PTA is all over her. They complain about her every time.
Every PTA Hogwarts meeting, they're like, that lady needs to be taken out. She's running our kids.
14 children have been injured this week alone on the brooms.
You know how much Vaseline I went through for my kid? Anyway. Yeah,
Vaseline for what?
Because you're sitting on that damn broom for a long time, Anthony. That's going to hurt after a while. It's like you're sitting on the edge of your bike, man.
I don't know, Vaseline. I wouldn't go right to Vaseline. I'd go to a pillow or something.
Just saying, at the end of the day, you're going to have that Vaseline and that pillow between your legs, probably, even as a little kid.
I don't know, man.
Sitting on that broom. Maybe I sound like an old man sitting on a broom. But yes, I'm just saying, I imagine only.
Yeah, you got everyone's posteriors as a valid concern there.
These brooms don't look very comfortable as
no, they don't.
A middle-aged man, I'm saying. Sorry.
Can we get a wider broom? Can we get a wider one?
Can we get a wider seat? Can we get a banana seat or a pear seat? Kind of bicycle seat?
I want a little more cushion over here. Can we get a drink holder on this thing,
But this is a fun scene nevertheless. I mean, these brooms just dart all over the place.
Yeah. So Harry gets into it with Malfoy over the memory ball that Neville had. And then he bests him. He gets the ball. And then Professor McGonagall sees him wrestle. It's a remember ball.
Remember ball. Yeah.
I just remembered the name of the remember ball. She sees him wrestle it from Malfoy on Broomback, and then she recommends him to be a Quidditch seeker. Mm-hmm. And so, Jordan, what is Quidditch?
Is it like soccer, kind of?
Kind of like soccer.
Only they're on broomsticks, maybe? Or yeah. It's like soccer or football, but they're on broomsticks.
It's very British because someone tried to explain cricket to me once.
Oh, park cricket, I guess. Yeah.
And I was like, I don't get these rules. I am not a smart. Okay. British people have a different lobe in their brain where they can understand freaking cricket. And Quidditch is the same thing.
Well, yeah. Apparently in Britain, they have dart tournaments on TV late at night. That's their sport. I just know that apparently because Michael Keaton told the story of Jack Nicholson not being able to find any sports after a while in England when they were filming Batman. He was like, damn good dart tournament there, Keaton. Did you see it last night? Because they were showing dart tournaments on TV. I'm like, how did that look? Was it where they had a pub and they're got multiple cameras in slow motion? Yeah. He's going to throw that dart now. Let's see. Well, hey, he's drinking the pint. He's drinking the pint of champions before he goes up there. Okay. Thunk. Yeah. Oh, right. Bullseye in the middle. Let's see her instant replay. Is that what it look? I mean, I don't know what sports look like in England. It's not like as rough as here in America, unless it's maybe a rough,
rugby
football game.
Yeah.
Football or rugby game.
Well, speaking of which, did you realize that there is a real life Quidditch game called quad ball and people run around with sticks between their legs, Jordan?
What?
Yeah.
What is this crap? What these kids are doing?
It must be on ESPN 8 or something. I don't know. Anyway, the Potter crew is running around.
The Potter posse.
The Potter posse.
My posse's on Hogwarts.
So Harry, Ron, and Hermione are running around, and then this conveniently, the moving stairs take them to a door on the forbidden third floor that they were warned against going to, of course. And they encounter a giant 3-headed dog that is guarding a secret trap door.
Yeah, this thing. God dang, creepy, man. Ah, jeez.
And giant, and it's kept in this room. It's like barely, it'd be like keeping a dog in a cage just about slightly larger than itself. I kind of feel for this dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's unnecessarily giant. Didn't have to be that giant, but it's pretty giant. And Jordan, quiz time. So we meet a professor, the charms master, and it's a scene where they're trying to levitate a feather.
Yes.
Because these kids actually do go to school. We actually do see them in class. Jordan, that professor is Phileas Flitwick, and who plays Professor Flitwick?
Wait, is that Warwick Davis?
Very well done, Master Jordan. Yes, 50 points for you. That is Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis from the movie Willow, from the Willow sequel on Disney Plus, who played Wicket in Return of the Jedi. That's how he was discovered as a young lad in England. But yes, Warwick Davis, the great Sir Warwick Davis.
Yeah,
I'm only naming a few of his credentials, but yeah, he was an agent for a while in England as well, from what I understand.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that because I know you're a fan. So
yeah.
Then we get to the hero's journey, trials and ordeals, and at the Halloween dinner.
Oh yeah. I want to go there right now. This Halloween dinner looks so much fun.
Floating pumpkins.
Yeah, floating fiery pumpkins, lit up. Man, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to stop and acknowledge that.
And I just want to say, you eat at Hogwarts. Like when I was in school, It was just like Salisbury steak and peas and mashed potatoes or pizza or whatever. It was garbage.
Yeah. On plastic lunch trays. I mean, it was like military food compared to this.
This is like a freaking feast over here. Every meal. Goodness. How are these Hogwarts kids so skinny? I would just be, because there's all this food in front of them, like mountains of food. What a waste. I bet a lot of food gets wasted,
And on this Halloween, it's like every gummy and chocolate imaginable in front of you. Just every type, every exotic,
Yeah. Man, what is tuition at Hogwarts if they're feeding the kids like this? I can't even imagine. But anyway.
I know.
Professor Quirrell barges into the dining hall and he says, "We need a second act conflict action sequence." I mean, there's a troll in the dungeon.
Yeah, literally the words to set off the act two. There's a troll in the dungeon. That's like every movie, pretty much, right? That just describes the second act on every movie, screenwriting 101.
Yeah, like that scene in When Harry Met Sally, and the guy just runs in. It's like there's a troll in the dungeon, and then like Billy Crystal says something smart.
Comes right before that New Year's Eve third act, yeah.
Anyway, it's just whatever. Every movie's got a troll scene. All right. And Hermione is crying in the girls' bathroom. And do you know why she's crying in the girls' bathroom, Jordan?
Because Weasley just called her crazy, right?
Yeah. Fucking Ron's a dick over here. Look, what an asshole.
He's like, I think she's a few cans short of a six-pack, Harry.
Yeah, he's always got some lame insult.
And yeah, like Hermione clearly knows what's going on. She knows what's up, man. She's smart, man. She's like the Trixie to Harry Potter's Speed Racer here.
Wow. I guess so.
The Leia to his Skywalker.
If you're in a school project with Hermione, she's the one that ends up doing all the work. Okay?
Yeah. She's the hand of God here, the Deus Ex Machina, clearly.
And you're right. Every time someone needs a spell or something, she's there, Hermione on the spot there.
I hear her in my ear, like while we're doing the podcast, Ryan. Jordan,
Click on the mic button, silence, right now, so you don't say anything embarrassing.
I know.
Click on that silent button now. Now.
I wish I had a Hermione in my life. All the people I know are dumb. I guess my wife is my Hermione. I don't know. She seems to know what's going on. She's done her homework.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Ron's a dick and she's crying in the bathroom. And the troll, I don't know why the troll goes to the girls' bathroom. I'm not going to ask questions, but he does. I guess he has to go.
I'm not judging the troll. He likes to sit down when he goes to take number 1 or 2. Okay.
He's like, hey, it's more comfortable that way. All right, look, you go the closest bathroom there is. Don't judge me.
Of course, those toilet seats are. I'm not judging him. I'm not shaming his size, but those toilet seats are a little too small for him. I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
for his rear, maybe.
And a troll size pee. What does that look like, Lord?
Really? That's like some flushing already happening, right?
You had to flush 5 times. Anyway.
That troll might as well pee in the sink there in the girls' bathroom. Geez, like he's at a rock concert or something. And there's nowhere else to pee.
That's why he came up from the basement. There's everything in the world in Hogwarts basement but a bathroom.
That's maybe... I think you're
so
right.
The 3 confront the troll in a second act showdown here. And they finally best the troll. It's a whole thing. And Ron actually, of all people, is the one who beats the troll. So Ron actually does some heavy lifting accidentally in this movie. And like whenever Ron actually does something good, then he looks as surprised as we do.
He does kind of, but doesn't
I actually
Harry
did
end up,
something.
But Harry ends up shoving his wand up the troll's nose right here.
Yeah.
Isn't that what happens?
Yeah.
Which is like, dang.
Yeah. I was worried. I thought the troll was going to fall on it and it was going to get real nasty. You know what I mean? Like, it was going to be quite a troll death.
But we're in a PG-13 family movie here, so no it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but Harry thinks that Snape is the bad guy here. Snape let the troll in as a diversion so he can get past the dog and try to get what's behind the trap door. We don't know yet.
Oh, yeah.
So then we get growth and new skills of our hero, right? Then we have that Quidditch game, Jordan, which reminds me of the pod race in the Phantom Menace.
Oh, the Quidditch. Yeah, this is where it's kind of like, yeah, you're right. It's like the pod race in Phantom Menace 2 years previous.
Yeah.
And they've got to throw a ball in a kind of hole, but they're riding around their broomsticks at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like the Ben-Hur chariot race also, maybe.
Yeah. So we have, a parentless child who is the chosen one.
Yeah.
Who has superior abilities, right? Jordan, I think we need to have Harry's midichlorian levels tested.
Harry's midichlorians are off the chart, Anthony. It says it right here. They're even higher than Master Yoda's, higher than Master Kenobi's, and even higher than Emperor Palpatine's.
Higher than Master Dumbledore's. There's a thrilling Quidditch match. Professor Snape appears to be casting a spell, jinxing Harry's new Nimbus 2000. What a broom. And Misty, our friend who likes cars, that is a Nimbus 2000, a special Quidditch broom.
Oh, yeah, that he just got in the mail.
Yeah.
Because he ordered it off like a TV ad late at night. The Nimbus 2000 right now, 1995. You want to win that game? Order it now.
Top of the line.
Yeah, not just any witch broom. No. It was the standard version, not the automatic version, but it did use more gas.
Yeah, Harry was like, oh, yeah. I wanted the 6-cylinder Nimbus 2000. This is the 4, but it's nice. It's got the heated seat. It's okay.
It had that new broom smell. It had that cherry wood finish on the broom.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice broom. So anyway, Hermione wants to stop Snape, so she sets his cloak on fire. Harry catches the snitch and winning the game for Gryffindor. Yay!
Yay! The hell with those Slytherin.
Yeah. Now we're crossing the second threshold.
The other act of the movie.
This is whenever the hero is abandoning everything they knew, and there's no turning back here. You're accepting your challenges head on.
Yeah.
The chosen one, I must do what I have to do.
To quote Willow, forget everything you know, or everything you think you know.
So the Gryffindorks, J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. Just kidding, Rowling.
Tell Hagrid about Snape, and he tells him about Fluffy the dog is guarding something for Dumbledore and an alchemist named Nicholas Flamel, and then Hagrid warns them that the dungeon is dangerous. And for the first time in these movies, Jordan, somebody warns Harry and his pals that something is dangerous, and they don't listen. Don't go into that chamber of secrets because it's dangerous or whatever it is. It's just like, look, don't go looking for the freaking, griffin's tail.
Just like the horror movie cliche we talk about, where they warn the teenagers, the kids, not to go there, and they do anyway. I don't think you kids want to go looking for that Gryffindor closet, whatever it is. Yeah.
There's no good in that old basement there.
No good in that old basement there. You're going to find a mirror that's staring back at you, maybe.
But yeah, of course the kids don't listen. And then, Happy Christmas, Jordan. God bless us, everyone. Harry gets a present under the tree, and it's an invisibility cloak that belonged to his father.
Yeah, how cool is this? I mean, what a cool Christmas gift. And man, what a magical looking Christmas. The most magical looking Christmas you could see in a movie is in a Harry Potter movie, I think. That's just like classic looking, I have to say. Down to the tree, the decorations, everything in Hogwarts. I'm going to take my family there for Christmas next year, I think. We're just going to go to Hogwarts to spend there under that big ass tree.
Christmas at Hogwarts. Book now. Yeah, when the kids aren't there, they just turn into a hotel. It's just like Christmas at Hogwarts.
Come, Christmas at Hogwarts.
Dumbledore's making that money.
We've got a water park, too.
Yes, where is it? It's Waterous Parkus. There it is, right there in the back, see?
It's off Highway 9 1/4.
So yeah, invisibility cloak, that's a fun gift. All the kids want one this season. And he uses the cloak to sneak into the library's forbidden section to find some information on Nicholas Flamel. And he sees Snape and Quirrell arguing about something. And Snape wants to know where Quirrell's loyalties are.
Where are your loyalties?
And then Harry discovers the mirror of Erised that shows his deepest heart's desire, and he sees his parents. And this is like very sad.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of his parents can't speak because he doesn't know what their voices sound like. It's just it's a false image. It's projecting your own feelings back at you.
Yeah, this mirror was like a trip, man. This is like literally the Nietzschean philosophy of, when you stare into the abyss, it stares back at you kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I did find this kind of touching and sad. This was where the movie had some feeling, some emotion. And when his mother touches him on the shoulder there and he thought he felt it, that was touching, I will say.
Yeah, it is sad. And so that mirror will come into play later. So
what?
I know. What? And I will say these movies do set things up and then they follow through with things.
Right.
Like, time isn't really wasted. And this is probably getting ahead to maybe what we think about it. But I mean, Chris Columbus is keeping this moving and things pay off and there's not a lot of wasted time. And this is like a 2.5 hour movie, but it's moving, don't you think?
Yeah.
Or
oh, absolutely. Chris Columbus is at his top game here. This is a big movie he's directing here, and he knows what he's doing here. He's been down this road before. But Chris Columbus never messes around in his movies. You have to give him credit there, too.
Yeah.
He's not going to spend forever on exposition. He's going to get to the point and give you the exposition quickly so you can get to the next level. And, yeah, pacing is not a problem, even if this movie is 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
He keeps it interesting.
And I think, if I were to pick a director at this time who could really work with children, I don't think you could do much better than Chris Columbus.
Oh, right. I mean,
like Home
because
Alone.
of Home Alone and Adventures in Babysitting, especially because him and Spielberg have this gift, I guess, of working with children where it requires a certain type of sensitivity to the way actors are as children. So
yeah,
that's just a gift. That's not something you can be taught in film school.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's something that is just a director has it in them or they don't, honestly.
Yeah. And I read that the welfare of the children was very important to him because I think there was like some shadiness with Macaulay Culkin's parents, right? And children he'd worked with before. And so he was like really mindful of sort of vetting the children and their parents and making sure there's an environment that's safe for the kids. Because they're going to be working with them for a long time. You know what I mean?
And they might be around pyrotechnics, maybe close to it, but don't worry, their kids are not going to be hurt.
Except when they are hurt. But anyway, so Hermione discovers that Nicholas Flamel is an alchemist who created the Sorcerer's Stone, which grants immortality, real alchemist from history. And the Potter pals go to ask Hagrid, who confirms what Fluffy's hiding. Yeah, he's hiding the Sorcerer's Stone. That's what's in the basement. And then Hagrid becomes a daddy when he hatches a baby dragon. But then Malfoy snitches on them and they go to detention. And then they go back to Hagrid for detention into the forest to find an injured unicorn.
Okay, we skipped through a lot there. That's good.
That was like...
good for the length of our podcast.
This movie's 2.5 hours long, and that was only 5 minutes.
And that dragon was so cute, by the way.
I love the dragon, yeah.
That was like a Harryhausen kind of moment almost. But
Yeah.
with CG, of course, obviously. But I thought the dragon moment was cool. And yeah, okay, so they're in trouble. And yeah, they all get detention, basically, right?
Yeah, but detention doesn't mean sitting in a room. It's like, go out with Hagrid to find a dead unicorn.
Yeah, that's what got me. It doesn't mean sitting after school, till 4 o'clock. You got to call your mom to pick you up instead of riding the bus.
This is like freaking Hogwarts, so it's just like...
Oh, yeah, detention here is so bad, right? I mean, come on.
Oh, I'm in detention. I have to go, freaking go catch a sea serpent. God! Oh, or whatever you got to do.
Man, screw this movie's idea of detention. Okay, I also did detention in high school, where it was just the next day, and you had to be boothed off from everybody else in a different room.
Yeah.
Were
you in detention a lot, Jordan? Were you a bad kid?
No, I wasn't a bad kid, Anthony.
Were you using your invisibility cloak for nefarious purposes?
Listen, my parents abandoned me, and I went to Hogwarts, and then I became a rebel after that, Anthony. I picked up smoking cigarettes, and I flew around a broom in New York, New Jersey. I ran around making a few connections, I survived, Anthony, okay? I dropped out of Hogwarts. I survived, okay? I got my Hogwarts GED.
But I mean, it's got to be punishment, because I think putting Hermione in detention would just be like, oh, this is great. We get to study more, because she was studying about Nicholas Flamel over Christmas break. Get a life, Hermione. Jeez. Enjoy your childhood. Damn.
Yeah. But no, they go meet Hagrid and get on another damn adventure, man, which I would have killed for in detention, to go off with Hagrid somewhere.
Yeah.
Junior high or high school. No, I only did detention once in each one, to my record.
Yeah. So then Harry sees a shadowy robed figure in the woods at night drinking the blood of a dead unicorn. I thought this was like, damn.
Yeah.
For this movie, when they're little kids,
And apparently unicorns bleed like this mercury silver.
Yeah.
That looks like it could maybe turn into a T-1000 at some point,
Anybody who's read a bestiary in their first year of Hogwarts knows that, Jordan. Duh. But anyway, and the figure's about to attack Harry, and the centaur comes and saves his life and scares the figure away. And he says, you know who that was, right? It's he who shall not be named. And then Harry realizes that figure was Voldemort.
What?
He was drinking the unicorn's blood so that he could save his life. He's dead, but he's trying to regain life. It's a whole thing. There's several movies about this.
Oh, that's right. And he tells them about how if you drink the unicorn's blood, it's a double-edged sword. You're playing with fire there, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you half a life, but it saves your life. I don't know. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do unicorn blood. Just don't.
It might take you down a different plot hole in your life.
And Voldemort escaping looks like a rag being pulled on a string. I think there's a couple of effects that show, and that one kind of does. I was like, meh.
Where's your CG now, Moses?
I know. And now in the part of the hero's journey, this is the embarking on the quest here, the acceptance of the challenge. So there's no turning back. The Gryffindor gang goes to find and protect the Sorcerer's Stone and find that somebody's already been there. Fluffy is asleep because there's this enchanted harp lulling him to sleep.
Oh, yeah. That harp sounded tranquil enough to put me to sleep even. I want that harp next to my bed.
I'm sure you can find 5 hours of Harry Potter harp music on YouTube. And then there's the Devil's Snare, which is this inky black vines, these inky black vines that attack them. Flying keys.
Oh, yeah.
and finally a game of Wizard's Chess. And Ron Weasley, I don't buy Ron Weasley as a chess master, but whatever.
But he Weasleys his way out of this one.
Yes, he does. Weasley his way
That
out.
beat your joke. I'm sorry.
No, that was good.
I was waiting for that. Although it looks cool, this scene, I have to say. It looks like this big version of the chess sequence in Future World, this 1976 movie. Anyway.
Yeah, giant game of Wizard's Chess. It's very thrilling. And whenever Ron falls off of the horse after, the queen like strikes it.
Oh yeah, after the knight is stabbed in the horse.
Yeah. The actor falls down and he gets like a bunch of shards of, they're probably fake, right? They're probably foam, but just a bunch of shards in the face. And you can just see him like, oh, as he gets hit in the face.
Oh, anyway. Man. Poor kid.
Oh, he's all right. Don't you worry, Jordan.
Did all these kids do their own stunts here? That now calls into question.
Look, it's England. There's no child labor hasn't ended in England. They still have it.
You go do your own stunt there, son. Don't worry. You keep your legs tucked, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You put some cotton balls up your nose, you won't get that stuff up your nose. So go ahead, go do the scene. Go do the scene. You're Weasley. Remember, you're Weasley here.
Daniel Radcliffe was like, "Please, sir, can we have a break? We've been working 14 hours straight."
Oh, come on, lad. Come on. You can do your best here. Come on. You know how to do this scene. It's no problem. Just keep your trousers on. Keep your legs tucked. You'll be fine, mate. Don't worry about it. Geez, Dan, don't be a little wuss about it. Come on, you can do it.
Stiff upper lip. Come on.
Don't be a little girl about it, Dan. Look at Hermione there. The Emma Watson there. Emma Watson's doing her own stunts. She's not complaining.
She's not complaining. And then we get to the part of the hero's journey with the showdown. So after all these trials, Jordan, in the basement at the very end of the quest, what does Harry find?
Wait, I'm sorry. Where were we here? Jeez.
Harry finds Professor Quirrell in the dungeon with a candlestick.
Oh.
No. He finds Professor Quirrell, and he realizes it wasn't Snape who was trying to find the stone. It was Professor Quirrell.
That's right.
And it's like, by Grabthar's hammer, Snape shall be avenged. Snape was trying to help them the whole time, or at least stop Quirrell, not necessarily help them.
Okay, that's right. I'm sorry.
Then we realize, Jordan, who is Quirrell working for?
He's working for Alan Rickman?
No.
No. He's working for...
You got it?
The other guy.
Who's the bad guy?
The guy in the beginning of the movie who alerted them about the troll in the earth or whatever at the beginning.
No, that's Professor Quirrell.
Oh, that's Professor Quirrell. Yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot here. I'm confused.
Who is number 2 working for? Quirrell.
Wait, I gotta go number 2 now. Sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Quirrell is working for Voldemort.
Voldemort. God dang it. Friggin' Voldemort.
He who shall not be named except for when he is.
You named him. Oh, you just said his name. Damn.
I know. Say his name 3 times and he'll show up. So Jordan, Quirrell takes off his turban, and what the hell do we see? What?
We see another face on the back of his friggin' bald ass head. This is weird. Okay, I did not do enough drugs for this part.
Yeah.
To prepare me.
Voldemort is living like a parasite off of Quirrell's head. So gross.
Yeah, he's like Quado in the Total Recall 1990 Arnold Schwarzenegger version.
Yeah.
But only he's out of the head.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine having another face and nose and mouth in the other side of in the back of your friggin' head? This is what this guy looks like.
Can you imagine trying to do anything? You've got Voldemort like, do this evil thing. And like, look, I am trying to eat dinner, Voldemort. Look, can I get a break? Can I watch some TV?
Also, little kids went to see this movie when it came out. I'm sure there were little kids in the theater going, it scares me to look at him, Daddy. I don't want to look at him.
Oh, Lord, if you think this movie is scary, this series gets dark, Jordan. It gets real dark.
But, of course, that did not faze the box office, what I'm saying.
Yeah. So anyway, Voldemort, the back of Quirrell's head, Voldemort, asks him to join him and did the whole thing where it's like, join me.
Join me, Harry. The classic hero's journey.
Yeah. The temptation. I can bring your parents back.
This is Harry in the cave, and devil is tempting him right here.
Yes.
This is the last temptation of Harry Potter.
The last temptation of Harry Potter. It isn't the last temptation of Harry Potter, Jordan.
The second of the last. The first of the last.
It's about
temptation.
7 more. No.
The 7 to the last temptation of Harry Potter.
And so Quirrell can't figure out how to get the stone. There's just that mirror.
The same mirror from earlier that Harry saw his parents in, or the...
Yes, the mirror of Erised. So he's like, look into the mirror. I can't figure out where the Sorcerer's Stone is. And then Harry looks into it. Mm-hmm. And what do we see, Jordan?
Oh, this part I forgot. I'm sorry. What did he see?
Yeah, because it's easy to kind of miss. Harry looks at his reflection and it winks at him. And the mirror's reflection puts the Sorcerer's Stone in his pocket, pulls it out, puts it back in. And then Harry realizes that somehow, magically, the stone is in his pocket in real life.
Oh, because in the mirror he could see what he wanted to see. And it was also manifestation.
But this is when actually we find out later, but the logic of the mirror was like not the same. It's anyway. Dumbledore earlier warned Harry not to look into it because he had other plans with it, and he put it in the basement and
that's right. Yeah.
Hid the stone in it. And you know, don't worry, Jordan. Look, there's no logic here. It's magic, okay? Look, magic just answers all your questions.
I forgot all that. Oh my God! No wonder I was having a hard time following all this. Okay,
it's magic.
Although, but the visuals are beautiful. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's enough to keep you enchanted.
Yeah. So Harry lies to Quirrell about, I just see whatever, you know, and then Quirrell attacks him. But whenever he touches Harry, his hands start to burn.
Oh yeah, Harry's got the magic burn touch here, and
Yeah.
he ends up defeating. Or putting his hands on the head. This is pretty effed up for a PG-13 movie, even, I will say. Although it looks like this is ILM's leftover effect from The Mummy from 2 years previous. Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Right?
It is kind of, so Harry, and this is the hero's crisis. Harry grabs the face.
But this looks really effing cool, dude, okay?
Yeah. Action-packed, Pee-wee. And then Harry grabs Quirrell's face, which disintegrates into ash. And then Ghost Voldemort flies through Potter, knocking him unconscious.
Ah, yes.
So part of the hero's journey is like either a metaphorical or an actual death and rebirth.
Yeah, it's always about rebirth, though, right? Constantly.
Yes. So Harry's knocked unconscious, but we think he's dead. We don't know. Yeah. And then his resurrection comes. He wakes up in the infirmary surrounded by candy and gifts. Dumbledore explains that the stone was in the mirror and that the love that his mother bestowed upon him when she died saved him from Quirrell.
Oh, yes. Love saved him.
Love conquers all. That's what Harry Potter's tramp stamp says. Anyway.
Harry Potter says love conquers all.
And then finally, the hero's reward at the end of the story. Gryffindor wins the House Cup of the Year due to last-minute Dumbledore favoritism and shenanigans. I would have been pissed if I was Slytherin. I'd be like, what? Oh, I'm telling my parents about this, Dumbledore.
Gryffindor took the house. Fuck. God damn it.
Some bullshit.
Fucking Gryffindor. That's some fucking bullshit, man.
You show favoritism to Gryffindor all the time. That's all you do. Like, there's only one house here.
I want an election recount, okay?
And then Hermione pipes up and says, actually, those points don't really add up. And Dumbledore's like, quiet.
You do know how a Gryffindor Slytherin election works, don't you? It's not by computers, it's by ballots, right? You know.
And so anyway, that's the movie, more or less. The hero returns home.
That's it?
Yeah. So
no,
Jordan.
The movie ended? What?
Yeah, the movie's over. More or less. So, Jordan, did Harry Potter bring out the child in you? What did you think of this? First time watching this.
I did, actually. I did like this. I can say I was enchanted by this movie. I'd never watched any Harry Potter before. I was only familiar with the recipe for butterbeer, having watched various YouTube videos because I'm an alcoholic and I wanted to find out what this magical butterbeer was.
Sorry to let you down. It's not in this movie.
Apparently the beer version, you can use brown ale like Newcastle. You can cook it at a high level with brown sugar, and just add that butterscotch flavoring. You just want to add that butterscotch flavoring, by the way, Anthony.
Good to know. Look for Jordan's butterbeer recipes in our comment
and
below.
For now, a separate podcast of Jordan's alcoholic movie recipes. But no, this movie was enchanting. It was a delight.
Were you surprised?
Not surprised though, because it's Chris Columbus, and Chris Columbus is a good director, I will say. You know, he's one of my favorites at this point, I will say. He's still alive and kicking, still doing it strong.
So, do you think it's a good children's movie, or is there enough to keep adults engaged?
I think it's good. It's definitely a good family film. I can see why it made money and why it spawned more movies, because it's good for children and adults, definitely. All the scare factors for the adults, all the childlike stuff for the kids. I mean, it's like Grimm's fairy tales all over again, you know.
Yeah. I haven't read the books, but I'll tell you what.
Me neither. I've never read the books. I've known people that have, and I've known people that watch the movies more than me and you, of course. And
yeah, I've seen the movies, and I rather like the series. But for this movie, judging it on its own, I think here's the good. You nailed it on the head. It's charming. It's a wonderful kids movie. It rises to the next level. It's entertaining for adults also, I think.
Yeah. It's like what you get with a good Disney movie for families and kids and children of all ages.
And it's not as squeaky clean as those. It has a little bit of an edge to it.
I like the edge. Yeah, I agree.
I think the acting is good. I think the child actors are great. Like I said, Rowling demanded English actors. So, hey, here's these kids. They got to be English. They're good. And they picked some good ones. And Christopher Columbus definitely had a say in that. So I think the casting was great.
I think him and his casting team had an eye for talent for sure. Obviously, these kids never went anywhere. You know, they were all in rehab 1 year after this movie. No, I'm joking, but no, these kids went on to bigger and better things. All of them, you know.
Yeah, and people are like, "Oh, they're not like the books." Whatever. I mean, it's a movie, but I think they do well. I haven't read the books, but I think they're good in this movie. And we mentioned it before: the John Williams music, the main theme, which we'll probably hear a little later. Yeah.
Such a supportive score. It's perfect, and it's like a bigger special effect on this movie. This movie almost feels like a Tim Burton movie scored by John Williams. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Do you think Tim Burton could have directed this?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. You're right.
I'm surprised he hasn't directed any Harry Potter.
It would have been way darker and weirder, and I would have been interested in seeing that. I don't think he could have done a whole series, but
I mean, isn't it darker? Isn't it right up his alley? I mean, isn't that the weird thing? But I almost thought like sometimes when I was watching this, that it was more Tim Burton than Chris Columbus. But yet Tim Burton had nothing to do with this movie. This is John Williams, not Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
You know, kind of score going on.
Yeah, that would be very interesting.
Can you imagine? Yeah, Danny Elfman score and Tim Burton directing a Harry Potter movie. I mean, it wouldn't be out of place, right?
No. I really think it would have been really interesting.
It was almost like Chris Columbus was channeling Tim Burton here. Like Chris Columbus was using his inner Tim Burton as far as the visual part went.
He'd be like, WWTBD, what would Tim Burton do right now? Okay.
Really? I mean, wouldn't you be asking yourself that at that point, even in time? Like,
oh, yeah.
If you were directing a big movie like that was gothic, you know.
Yeah. You didn't have the opportunity to meet Christopher Columbus and ask him that question. So anyway.
No, I did not.
Sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up again.
How did I miss him? Jeez, it was only by a few minutes. Jeez, I missed him. That one moment I had to talk to him.
Well, also
to annoy him. No.
Also, the production design is stellar. The props, the sets, everything. The costumes are great.
And you can go to these sets. I think they have the sets preserved in England even.
Wow.
At Pinewood, I thought, where you could go there and look at them.
Yeah. Check that out, folks. But I mean, yeah, the sets, everything just contribute to this world. The movie creates a world outside of the special effects.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything builds into creating the atmosphere. And Hogwarts and all this feels like a really real place. And that's a difficult thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Even down to the location being a real location, obviously, for the exterior part of Hogwarts. It just adds to it, the realism of it.
So, Jordan, what could be improved? Anything off the top of your head?
this probably came from the book too, so this is maybe weird for me, but man, I kind of wish, why couldn't he be just a normal boy in London that got an invitation? Why did he have to be a boy that suffered so much like that? Even with all he goes through, why did he have to suffer through so much before his 11th birthday? Why couldn't we just begin the movie where he was at home as a normal boy, even in England or whatever, wherever?
Yeah, well, stakes and empathy, Jordan. You empathize with the character, so that worked, right? You want to see Harry succeed because he was so abused, basically, by his aunt and uncle, right?
I don't know. What if you just gave him a child that was boring, Anthony? I'm sorry. And what if you just got an invitation one day from an owl? Like, what if that's the way the movie began, was with the owl and the envelope?
Well, then you wouldn't have the Dickens Cinderella story here that we have.
The rags to riches.
I'll give J.K. Rowling your notes. Anyway, I think the movie, what could be improved, the movie's a little long. I know it tracks the book, so they they tried to remain faithful, at least at this time in the series. But there's a lot of plot. There's a lot that happens. I'm not asking that it be cut or anything, but it could have been.
What I'm talking about would take 15 minutes out of the plot, Anthony.
Well, I'm just saying all these side quests and stuff, the unicorn, I don't know. They could have tightened this all up, and maybe that's more the book, but it's kind of long.
I agree with you on that, actually.
And the story's a bit convoluted, but all the movies are kind of like that, and that's what people like, I guess. It keeps you guessing a little bit, but I think this plot telegraphs a little bit much. It's a little on the nose at times.
It is the fantastique, Anthony.
Well, with the Snape, they lean into Snape a little too much. It's like, oh, is he bad? Is he good? They do that a lot, and it's like, oh, well.
No, you're right. You probably could have taken like 40 minutes out of this movie to make it tighter.
But I'm in the world, Jordan. I don't want them to take 40 minutes off. I buy it. I like it. I'm just, true. Look, if we got to be critical technically with film, you could have tightened this up a little bit. Could have been an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, there's some excesses here maybe, but I'm not complaining. It's all good stuff.
But compared to Lord of the Rings, which came out the same time, which I have seen in the theater twice.
Oh, man.
You could relate to Harry Potter kind of as an audience more, because Harry Potter is a real guy going into a fantastic world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will give Harry Potter, sorry, Peter Jackson, I will give this movie a level above on that level. Like it raises the level of the fantastic. Even compared to, like, can you imagine if Harryhausen had done Harry Potter back in the day?
I guarantee there's an AI-generated YouTube video that is exactly that thing. Harry Potter, if Ray Harryhausen had done it in, like, 1966.
I wonder how much more money they could have made if they had, like, done a movie with Dynamation about a modern kid with a wand. Anyway.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't worry about them. I think everyone did quite okay, Jordan. So some of the effects, I think, and I don't know if this is fair, but I think some of the effects are a little too ambitious for the time. The Quidditch game, you can definitely see some sloppy effects there. Some of the things, the candles and there is some CGI there, the pumpkins. It almost looked like a 3D movie. Do you know where like elements will stand out in the foreground and it's not supposed to be like that? And that makes sense if you're watching a 3D film.
I noticed, okay, since you brought this up, I'll be a little more critical. But some of the CG is early, even if it is ILM, it is early CG. And some of the digital stuntmen, you can tell are CG and just, they look fake and kind of rubber band bendy.
Yeah.
And same with some of the sequences you're referring to. Like, it's because it's early CG and it took so much more memory back then to do all that crap. But it does look rough, some of it, though.
Well, I wouldn't say it's early CG, but they could have toned it down a little bit. They used it everywhere they could.
And it's a year before The Matrix Reloaded, when they had even more digital stuntmen, a year before even Attack of the Clones, Star Trek. Star Wars
goodness.
Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Damn, talk about senior moment. Oh, geez.
Turn in your podcast card, Jordan. Dang.
I know.
The ultimate sin.
But yeah, and it doesn't look...
It's a bit much.
I agree. It's a bit rushed, is all I can say.
Yeah.
Rushed meaning they only had so many times they could render stuff to look real.
Yeah, and it looks fake. Most of it looks good, but there are times, especially during the Quidditch scenes, they're trying to do too much, I think. And you can tell it's not a person on a broom. But anyway, minor quibble. I think even at the time they could have...
Same with some of the other CG in there, because it's not exactly Lord of the Rings Golem either.
Yeah, exactly.
But minor quibble, yeah. And what do we know? It made money.
Well, Jordan, let's see. Did this movie cast a spell on audiences? On a budget of $125 million. That was a bit lazy, sorry.
$125 million? Oh,
yes.
Oh.
It made, since this is sort of an international film, it made $319 million domestic worldwide.
Oh.
Over $1 billion. $1,029 million.
Yeah, man, that's like Titanic numbers. And Warner Brothers rejoiced.
Everybody was happy. Don't you worry about it.
Everybody was happy. And Warner Brothers said, "Yay unto Harry Potter."
Yay unto Christopher Columbus. You have discovered a new world of money.
And how Harry Potter and Chris Columbus blessed Warner Brothers. And Warner Brothers took the manna from the Harry Potter coming from the heavens and made more Harry Potter movies from that manna.
And Warner Brothers was pleased. So Jordan, what do you give this film?
You know, talking about the things you say, I give this 7 out of 10 ones. I mean, the other 3 being the mistakes, because the 7 part, the majority of it. This is an entertaining movie. It's very majestic. It's very enchanting. The acting is great. You have a lot of acting power here. Sir Richard Harris, you know, Maggie Harris. Did I say that wrong?
Dame Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie Smith. I'm sorry.
Dame Maggie Smith. Yeah.
Maggie Harris, like they were married or some shit. Jesus.
In my dreams, they're married.
And yeah, Alan Rickman and even Ian Hart being in this movie and Warwick Davis. I mean, there's a lot of acting power in this movie. And the kids, Emma Watson, Daniel Radcliffe, and the kid playing Wisely and the kid playing the blonde bimbo.
Do you want to check out the other movies now? I
actually do. Now I want to go back and watch the whole series now. I'm going to make time to watch the other movies actually after this.
Okay. A Harry Potter convert here.
How about you? What rating do you give this?
I give this 8.5 out of 10, Jordan.
Damn.
Maybe that's a bit too generous.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised you only gave it a 7 because you gave Humanoids from the Deep a 7. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what you gave that.
It's as good as that, Anthony.
I'm just
kidding. As good as Humanoids the Deep is what I'm trying to say, Anthony. I've been trying to say it the whole time during this podcast.
So 8.5 out of 10 troll bogeys. Ew, Harry just wiped them on his robes.
Wow, that's a good rating.
Yeah, so that was a great experience. I'm glad you picked this film. It was a lot of fun revisiting this.
I had fun watching it.
Yeah, I hope you have fun watching the rest. And so, Jordan, for our next episode, what do you have? You have a guest, a friend of yours joining us. Who is it?
Justin Powers.
Justin Powers. And who is Justin Powers, Jordan?
I know him because he was a corpse on a stretcher in this movie, The Tunnel, that I worked on. But yeah, I helped him on this movie he made called Pot Zombies. And now he's making a movie called It Came from Texas.
Yeah, director, documentarian, filmmaker. We'll talk to him next episode.
Next episode, yes.
That'll be exciting.
It'll be good to talk to my old friend. Yeah, we go way back, me and him. And then, yeah, and he's got this movie about directors making movies in Texas.
Yeah. Okay. We hope you enjoyed this episode, this discussion about Harry Potter. It's interesting to revisit this film. And if you like this, then check out our other episodes. We're not always talking about big budget children's movies, but, hey, why not? And, hey, if you like this, tell your kids, tell your wife, tell that curmudgeonly wizard professor of yours that you like this podcast.
That's right.
Tell that wizard you run into on Diagon Alley that you like this podcast, and like and subscribe, hit all the good buttons. And yeah, we appreciate every single one of you listening. So thank you so much. And Jordan, this has been...
The robots took your podcast, I see. There will be no foolish wand waving or incantations in this podcast, Anthony.
All trailers, clips, music, or any other copyrighted material are used sparingly, edited from their original forms, and used for the purposes of criticism, discussion, commentary, and education about these fine films.